boys, stay there. Going on to 9-10 girls 50 breaststroke. Heat 1, lane 2, Esme Brown, 3, Lily Kuchath, and 4, Reagan Hanna. All right, I got Grady Metler and Whit Parnell here, both Hobcall swimmers. Grady was not in the final heat, but Grady, you dropped 3.5 seconds. You put yourself in the running to win that event. What were you thinking about before the race?
Really nothing.
Just clearing your head and getting ready to go fast? Well, you did a wonderful job with those fast breaststroke kicks, Grady. Anything to add? Any shout outs to people watching at home?
Hi Whit, I'm Whit's friend. Hi Harry, I'm Whit's friend.
Hi Harry, I'm Whit's friend. And then we have Whit Parnell winning the last heat, and I'm quite certain winning the whole event. Whit Parnell, what will your Uncle Jamie say about you being a breaststroker?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Whit comes from a swimming family, and this is just so great. Whit has enjoyed some time on Edisto this week, has come back to City Meet. What did you do this morning to get ready?
Not really anything.
He's just a natural racer. Congratulations, Hobcall Marlins.
Hello, Harry.
And Whit saying hi to his little brother, Harry. Going into heat 2 of 9-10 girls 50 breaststroke. Lane 1 will have Evan Angelos Country Club. Lane 2, Madeline Navarrete, Fort Johnson. 3, Ava Wood, Coosaw Creek. 4, Eleanor Pauls, Long Point. And 5, Ava Whitener from Chamelon.
Breaststroke. Take your mark.
This is heat 2 of 7 for the 9-10 girls 50 breaststroke. Meet record held by Adair Shaw, set 2 years ago, 38.48. We saw her swim the breaststroke last night, taking second to Merritt Zimanick and winning the 50 butterfly in the 100 IM. So on these 50s breaststroke, 2 opportunities to do a strong underwater cycle, get that butterfly kick and that strong pull down. Coming in, that's Coosaw Creek. Just hearing from one of the officials that maybe the winner of that heat have got disqualified. We'll wait for further clarification.
Hey Tara, remember me?
Well, you were right. When you first left, I started calling the wrong event and the wrong names, but now you're back.
Now I'm back to save the day. Kate McElfresh from Coosaw Creek is in lane 1. Ava Overcash from James Island in 2. Whitney Gwisk from Dunes West in 3. Whitney told me how to say her name, but I still don't think I got it right. Emily Bonacci from Somerville Y in 4. Emery Thompson from James Island in 5. And Bella Brothers from Bell Hall in 6. Bella Brothers, Bell Hall. Say that 5 times fast, Tara. Gonna take the win out of heat 3 in lane 4, Emily Bonacci in 47.19.
Heat 4 on the blocks. Heat 4 of 7, lane 1, Jaden Fleming, Daniel Island. 2, Harriet Kelly, Hopcall. 3, Jordy Remine, Bell Hall. 4, Josie Mullen, Crowfield. 5, Paige Lighties, Crowfield. And lane 6, Alice Graham Hawk with Park Shore. So at home, watching these swimmers do breaststroke, as their hands shoot forward, chest should go down, and hips should come up. That allows the swimmer to stay somewhat on top of the water and reduce drag.
Yeah, you want to keep your head, you want your head looking down and stay in line as much of the stroke as you can, that glide position.
Yeah, we tell swimmers you want to think about holding a tennis ball or an orange under your chin, so you don't need to lift your chin for a breath. The forehead is not the first thing we should see as you come out for your breath.
Jaden Fleming down towards the bottom of your screen in lane 1. Looks like she is getting the best of this heat. And she wins it in 46.24.
Yards, breaststroke.
Heat.
Heat 5. Lane 1, Gabby Sullivan from Daniel Island. Lane 2, Olivia Gray Steele from Chamalon. 3 is Bailey Pinson from Dunes West. In 4 is Campbell Regan from Legend Oaks. 5, Dan Hyde from Hobcaw. And in 6, Emily Alger from Long Point. Tara, when I was out and about the past few minutes, what did you say about underwater cycles, pullouts, as we call them here in the future?
Well, just that, some swimmers, especially in the 7-8 age group, may not have learned them yet, or there's too much to remember, so they may just dive in and hold their streamline. If you're going to do them, there's really 3 to 4 steps you got to remember under pressure. That's a lot.
Exactly, and looks like in lane 1, Gabby Sullivan, who's had a nice day today. Looks like she wins. No, we got lane 5, Ann Hyde first at 46.63. Not sure about the times on that one, but we'll have to check that out. We get set for Heat 6. Carson Priest from Legend Oaks in lane 1. Ashlyn Kelly from Ashboro in 2. Lainey Lateau from Ashboro in 3. Sarah Goldberg from Snee Farm in 4. Kate Sams from Northbridge in 5. And Aldrich Crosby from Newington in 6.
Newington's had some strong breaststrokers. Really, seems I see a lot of pink hats, kind of like Legend Oaks was at the front a bunch on their freestyle races. It seems I'm seeing a lot of pink hats at the front of heats.
Newington came in seated real high. We're going to see how they kind of manage that as we go into the last day. They're expected to have a big day tomorrow, especially from their 13-14s.
Oh, Snee Farm swimmer in this heat, Sarah Goldberg, doing a wonderful job. Chest down, hips up. Look how close her feet are to the surface. She is high on the water.
And look at Kate Sams from Northbridge in lane 5. Towards the top of your screen, she's going to touch first in this heat at 44.40, a drop of 2 full seconds for her. Final heat coming up. That's Lucy Kitchanen from Snee Farm in lane 1. Cora Flanagan from Shadow Moss in 2. Marley Crosby from Newington, your top seed in lane number 3. Lane 4, Perrin Parker from Northbridge. 5, Harper Hannah from Shadow Moss. And in lane 6, Ashlyn Cook from Park Shore. In the final heat, likely to determine the city champion. Breaststroke, a very up and down stroke. Looks like Perrin Parker first as we hit the halfway point. Oh, it's close with Marley Crosby from Newington. Lots going to depend on who has the better pullout. And they're coming back. It's those two in front of the heat right now. Marley Crosby from Newington in 3, and Perrin Parker from Northbridge in 4. Might come down to the finish here. At the touch. It's Perrin Parker from Northbridge, 40.35 to win the city championship.
In a moment, we'll hope to get Perrin Parker over here, winner of the 9-10 girls 50 breaststroke. Right now, Perrin's celebrating with her coach. Calling out heat 1 of 9-10 boys 50 breaststroke. 1, Hobie Meservy, Pine Forest. 2, Jacob McJor, Fort Johnson. 3, Ando Cow, Long Point. 4, Tyler Martin, Pine Forest. 5, Dante Alisi, Long Point. And 6, Ryan Bernard, Dunes West. Hold on, sweetie, that seat is hot. Don't let that seat get you. You grab a seat there. Congratulations on your 50 breaststroke win.
Thank you.
Could you hear your coaches screaming for you when you were racing?
I didn't hear.
Well, you did a fantastic job. Perrin Parker, seated second by almost a second and a half, and then you dropped time and then won. Was that a goal of yours?
It was.
I bet your coaches said you could do this.
Yes.
Yeah, they looked like at the turn they were cheering for you so loud. Surely that was helping you come home at the end. Well, congratulations. That was beautiful to watch.
Thank you.
Any shout outs to say people watching at home? Mom, dad, grandparents.
I just want to say that I love my mom, and she swam when she was in college and stuff, and she was a breaststroker like I am, and I just want to thank her because she told me to imagine it, and I did, and I did it.
Make your mark.
This is heat boys. 1, Patrick Sheets, Chamelon. 2, Crowfield, Grady Livingston. 3, Nate Wilcox, James Island. 4, Phoenix Walker, Shadamos. 5, Evan Rash, Legend Oaks. And 6, Worth Kiger from Park Shore. So who's her mom? She said her mom's gonna go. Patty! Who's her mama?
Last person I spoke.
Yeah, she was like my mom. She gave a shout out to her. All right, leading the way in Heat 2, Lane 3 is Nate Wilcox with James Island. And it will be Lane 3, 48-58, Nate Wilcox, dropping 3 seconds. Nate Wilcox.
All right, heat number 3 on the blocks now for the 50 breaststroke. That's Angel Fernandez from James Island in lane 1, Ian Clare from Chamelon in 2, Jacob Seidorf from Crowfield in 3, George Richmond from Dunes West in lane 4. In lane 5 is Colton Thomas from Ashboro, and in 6 is Blake Moffitt from Shadowmoss.
So legalities of this stroke, as we're doing our last breaststroke event of the day, swimmers must turn your feet out. So you can't turn your toes inward and do like a butterfly or freestyle kick. That will disqualify you. Hands cannot come down by your side. You've got to do a small circle. They got to stay in front of your body. And then, of course, those 2 hand touches. Also, hands cannot come out of the water as you see they do on butterfly. So all the other strokes have an over-the-water recovery. Breaststroke, no over-the-water recovery.
I don't think it's that the hands can't come out, it's that they can't clear the water, right?
Yes,
yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
It's a little confusing sometimes, and some of us non-breaststrokers struggle with it sometimes. Down here at the bottom in lane 1, Ian Clare with the win in 49.20. Excuse me. That's not Ian Clare. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's Angel Fernandez. Ian Clare was in lane 2.
50 yards, breaststroke. Take your mark.
Heat 4. Tarleton Thiessen from Newington is in lane 1. Beckett Schleier from Hobcause in 2. Owen Kosian from Legend Oaks is in 3. Harris Wimberly from Newington in 4. Simon Ford from the Country Club is in 5. And in 6, that's Luke O'Tay from Somerville Y.
Siblings in this heat, lane 2, Beckett Schleier, big brother Colby swam last night. Lane 5, Simon Ford from Country Club, big sister Cecilia swam last night.
And we have 2 more siblings, Eliza and Nathaniel, who will swim tomorrow. Oh, you can see actually Cecilia right there in lane 5. You guys can't see it, but we can. On her knees, cheering on her brother. Up at the top of your screen, some outside smoke there with with Luke O'Tay. I can't read the heat sheet anymore, Tara. You
Yeah, Brady, yeah, Garrett.
Heat 5.
Heat 5.
Go, boys.
Alex Switke from Coosaw Creek in 1. Leo Lowe from Park Shore in 2. Tyler Altman from Northbridge in lane 3.
Let's go,
In lane
Brady.
4, that's Brady Evan from Daniel Island. LJ Levine is in lane 5 for Daniel Island. And for Hobcaw, that's William Weston in lane 6. You know how some people are just breaststrokers, like that's all they can do, their feet go that way? Yeah, there's at least one of them in this heat.
Yeah, as coaches, sometimes I'll work with younger kids, and even on that freestyle kick, it's almost like they're doing a little tiny frog kick. It helps if you put...
I've worked with a novice swimmer this year who does a breaststroke kick every stroke in backstroke.
Yeah.
It's just so natural for her.
Go, Brady, yeah, Garrett.
Looks like Brady Evan from Daniel Island at the helm of this heat right now. And he gets there in 42.90. That's going to move him up a little bit.
One of the ways I've used to correct that is if you take what's called a pull buoy and put one between their legs and between their ankles.
2 pull buoys.
Yes, they have to squeeze and point with their feet. Usually those are weakened muscles they have to work to get that freestyle kick.
That'll make you float. Charlie Polomsky for Coosaw Creek is in 1. Brady Evans for Sneap Farm in 2. Sean Graber, your butterfly winner in lane 3. And he's in lane 4. He was second behind Garrett Blankenship in lane 3 was second behind Sean Graber in butterfly. It looks like a little bit of a role reversal here as Garrett leading the way at the turn. Actually, Sneap Farm 1-2 with Brady Evans. Livy Williams from Somerville Y in 5 and Luke Foster up there in lane 6. Here comes Garrett Blankenship trying to get his first win of the day. Haven't been a whole lot of wins for Sneap Farm today that I can think of off the top of my head. And Garrett Blankenship will get the win here. Sneap Farm trying to go 1-2, but looks like it's going to be just off of that. 38-38 for Garrett Blankenship. Sean Graber second at 40.54. And Brady Evans third for Sneed Farm going 1-3.
Great swimming, boys.
We'll get a word with our 9-10 boys breaststroke winner Garrett Blankenship.
Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a break between breaststroke and IM. Girls, if you're swimming IM, you can get back in the shade. Sit to our IMers.
Garrett Blankenship having a seat here, a winner of the 9-10 boys 50 breaststroke. Garrett, fabulous breaststroke, really good stroke technique. Who taught you that breaststroke?
I don't know.
You don't know. It must be a lot of people. You do a really good job on that. You started to really pull away at the end of the race. Anything you were thinking about coming into the wall?
I just wanted to win.
Could you hear your families and friends cheering for you? Well, you really won that with a commanding lead. Congratulations, Garrett Blankenship. Anyone you'd like to say hello to watching from home?
My mom and my cat.
Your mom and your cat. All right, awesome job, Garrett.
Garrett, I got one more question for you. You have IM in a few minutes. What's your strategy to get ready for that event? No strategy?
No.
He's just going to go for it. He's seated first. Good job, Garrett. Congrats.